This time I will go over two problems, number 79 and 80. These two questions are also math contest level. Okay, now let me read question number 79. What is the sum over 200 terms of 1 times 2 plus 2 times 3 plus 3 times 4, ... And number 80. What is the sum over 200 terms of 1 times 2 times 3 plus 2 times 3 times 4 plus 3 times 4 times 5 plus ... as you see here. For number 79, you really need the formula sigma k squared. Okay, you see over here, n times quantity n plus 1 times the quantity 2n plus 1 divided by 6. And for number 80, you need to memorize summation k cubed, which is quantity n times quantity n plus 1 over 2 whole quantity squared. Now, let's work out then. Number 79. We have a complicated arithmetic sequence. Okay. Here we have times from 1 times 2 plus 2 times 3 plus 3 times 4. If you look at those values itself, this is a 2, this is 6, this one's a 12. It's a complicated one because each time increases by 4, increases by 6, and then next one and next one again. Okay? So instead of doing that way, we just use this given format itself. So anyway, to find general term, we compare first term, 1 times 2, 2 times 3, from 1 to 2 increase by 1, from 2 to 3 increase by 1. If increase by 1, we can start with k. Okay, first one is a k. And then next one will be, now we compare this one itself. One more, one more, one more. So this one will be k plus 1 form. Okay? Anyone given by k times k plus 1. If k got 3, 3 times 3 plus 1 equals 4. So we found in general term. Okay? This one is general term. Once we have a general term and we know how many terms, then we just use the sigma notation. Then you can get the sum. Okay? Very simple. To do that anyway, we multiply out. This one is k squared plus a k. And we just use the sigma notation. Very simple. K squared plus k. K from 1 to 200 terms. Now, whenever you have inside the thing, then we have to distribute. So, sigma k squared plus sigma k. Of course, k from 1 to 200, I just don't write, okay? But let's see then. Now you remember what was the formula of sigma k squared? Formula of sigma k squared come out. N times n plus 1 times 2n plus 1 divided by 6. And at the same time, sigma k itself will be n times n plus 1 divided by 2. Formula. You remember. Sigma k squared will be n times n plus 1 times 2n plus 1. 2n plus 1 divided by 6. And then sigma k, n times n plus 1 divided by 2. Okay? So using that formula, we can apply this one directly. Okay, n equal 200. You can see n equal 200. starting from 1. So we just use this one directly. Sigma k squared will be 200 times 200 plus 1 will be 201. And then 2n plus 1 will be n equal 200. So 200 will be 400. So 401 divided by 6. You just calculate. You just calculate using calculator. Okay, and no problem, right? Very simple. So at least those are two tools, and the next time I will show you a next question, even k cube. 3 formula will be very strong, convenient tool. Okay, so if possible, try memorize. Now let's move on to number 80. Question number 80 we have here. 1 times 2 times 3 plus 2 times 3 times 4 times 4 plus 3 times 4 times 5, 200 times. As we saw in number 79, in the same token, we can get general term as k times k plus 1 and k plus 2. Okay, we have a general term. Now if we multiply out this one, k times this first, k squared plus 3k plus 2. And then this one will be k cubed plus 3k squared plus 2k. Just before we had a formula, sigma k squared, sigma k. But here we see sigma k cubed. So we need a formula, sigma k cubed. Remember, okay? You better remember. We put the sigma here. And then using distribution property, we can rewrite this one sigma k cubed 3 sigma k squared 2 sigma k. Yeah, of course, each sigma has a k from 1 to 200, every single one. Okay? Once we have a general term, and we know how to put the sigma, then game is over. Okay? So in this case, you just use a formula. K cubed will be with the k value, less the value k equal 200, so this one will be 200 times 201 divided by 2 and the square plus 3 times 200 times 201 times 401 divided by 6. And then you have one more. 2 times 200 times 201 divided by 2. Okay? Once you come up to here, you just use a calculator. Then you can get some. But if you calculate by hand, you just have more chance to make a mistake. Okay? So nowadays, almost every test allows you to use a calculator for this kind of stuff. Just use a calculator to get the answer. Okay? That's it. Okay. Next time I will work out on this problem. In the figure, what is the area of the inscribing circle if AB equals 6? AB is the height of a right triangle, and the BC is the base of a right triangle, which is 8 inches.